Hi. How you doing? What's going on? Welcome to the replay. Welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby, and I am the host of this group, Art Fueled Life. Quantasy. Really, what I would want to call it would be Quantasy, your quantum odyssey to an art-fueled life. That would be like what the group is really called, but I can't call it that because then anyone who's not in the group yet would see Quantasy first and be like, what the hell is that? I don't know. So art-fueled life has to come first in the group name, but just for, 3D marketing reasons, because that's how Facebook works. But that's really what it's about. It's Quantasy, our quantum odyssey to an art-fueled life. And man, you guys rock. I just want you to know that because we've been doing a lot of deep stuff. I'm getting ahead of myself. If you're in the replay, let me know you're in the replay. Hashtag I'm in the replay. I missed it. Whatever. If you're live, comment live. I'm live. Hi. And all those things. You can comment the whole time I'm talking. I'm going to do my spiel. And I'm going to ignore you people, even though you rock. I'm still going to ignore you the whole time I'm doing my spiel. And then I'm going to come back to the comments. I'm going to read them all. And that's that. So you can comment the whole time because I hear the clicky sound. You hear that? Hey, my dad's here. Hi. How are you? Nice to see you. So the comment the whole time. And let's see, Ray's here, and Kirsten's here, and Mikey is here, and Barbara is here. Hello, hi. And Alyssa's here. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Okay, guys, and my dad's here. All right, so, and probably some other people too. Because, listen, guys, let us begin, shall we? You hear that? That's the clicky sound that I hear. I like it. Three reasons that you rock. I got some ideas here today. Guess how many? It's three, right? I gave it away today. I know I like to keep you in suspense most days. How many things will we have as an example today? It's three. So and it's right in the title today. So anyway, let's just talk about this a little bit. I was thinking today. I was like, wow, we get deep some days, and some days it's like I don't want to make it sound like, man, you people are idiots. You're doing everything wrong. Life just is. You're bad at it, And no, that's not the case. I think what we're doing is we're so good at life. We're like picking out the parts that could just be that much better. We're just making it better. And I want you to feel that way. I want you to understand that we are really kicking ass here. Even on the days that it doesn't feel like you're kicking ass. And I know that there are many of those days for all of us, myself included, where it just feels like, what? But it's just our perspective. Remember yesterday with the shadow on the paper? I can't explain it again. You gotta watch yesterday's. But anyway, it's just our weird perspective of how we see things. But really, we're awesome. And here are three reasons why. Three of many, many, many reasons, by the way. And this applies to all of us, including you. Even though you're like, yeah, not me. I got this thing over here. This is a problem. It does not apply to me. I am not kicking ass in life. Life is kicking my ass. No. It applies to you. And here they are. Okay? Number one. You are tapping into your superpower. We all have this superpower, this gift, this innate talent, this core genius, this thing that makes you, you. And you are tapping into it. And I gotta tell you, I see it all day, every day in this group. So many people tapping into it, and it is just so inspirational to me to just know that I am creating this space that allows all of us to just step into it and be like, hey, I'm here and I'm awesome, and here's why. And I know that we're afraid to do that, and we're afraid of rejection, or afraid of, maybe somebody doesn't like this or like that. But I see it and I feel it, and I feel like all of us are moving up the energy scale together, up that energy ladder together. Have you ever heard the what was it called when people say a thing? What's that called? An expression. Have you ever heard the expression, most people die with the song still inside of them? That's because most people just get bogged down and just pushed down into the dirt of life, and it's just it doesn't mean that like you have a great life and they have a bad life. It just means that they have this passion inside of them that they never get a chance to show. The seed never germinates, the flower never sprouts, the song never comes out of their mouth. They just never, you know. And that's sad. Now, that's sad if you think that all we are these 3D meat suit beings, and that when that's over, then we're over, because that's not the case. It's literally the equivalent of, oh, I was on the roller coaster, but it was only going at half speed and it was lame. But now I'm off the roller coaster. That's croaking and dying. Right now I'm off the roller coaster. I'm back in the amusement park. I'll just get on another roller coaster. Because that's what we do when we're us. You know, the big us. To the big us, whether the song comes out in this life or not, doesn't really matter, because the song is eternal. But it would be nice if in the several decades that we have here that it came out a little bit, you know, that we felt it. And me, we're doing that. We're doing that here. And even if you feel like it hasn't come out fully yet, it's not the fully coming out. It doesn't mean that if you're a singer that now you have to be a rock star in arenas. It doesn't mean that, you know, you have to be like Banksy if you're a painter or something like that. It doesn't mean that your art has to be heralded for generations to come. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not, the joy is not achieving any goal. Joy is the movement towards the goal. That's what it is. We don't love car rides because we're there. We love car rides because we love sticking our head out the window and feeling the wind, right? It's like the joy of that. Unless you're going somewhere cool, then getting there is cool. But we're not going anywhere, because getting anywhere in life doesn't amount to anything. Because once you get somewhere, you are now on a new plateau with all new contrast popping up, and you're just like, oh, this isn't as great as I thought. Or, oh, I didn't realize I'd have to deal with this shit. But getting there is the joy. And most people just aren't getting there. They're just not moving towards it. But the fact that you're here means that you are. You are tapping into your superpower. So that's reason number one that you rock. We could end it right here. You could go off and be like, man, I'm fucking awesome. And you are. Just feel that, okay? You are tapping into your superpower. You don't have to be perfect at it. You're tapping into it. Number two of three. Three reasons why you are awesome. But we're only up to two. One is already amazing. And here's two. Am I overselling this? You're doing the work. You are doing the hard work. The hard work of being a spiritual being on a human adventure. Most people are doing the hard work of being a human blob going, fuck, I gotta go to work and I gotta do the thing and I gotta pay the thugs and I gotta, right? The normal way of doing life is 3D work, hustling and grinding, and all the old programmings that tell us I gotta do this and I gotta take care of that and I gotta take care of this and I gotta take care of that. The hard work, the easy work is just doing that. It's just easy because it's all laid out for you. It sucks and it's not fun, and maybe the song will die inside of you and maybe it won't. Maybe you'll tap into your superpowers by accident one day and maybe you won't. But it's relatively easy because everybody already told you how to do it. It's starting in school, in kindergarten on day one. Sit in lines, show up at 8 o'clock, go home at 5 o'clock, go to sleep, watch television, come back, do it again the next day. You get 2 days off, but the other 5 days you got to do it. We get 0 days off, except I take off Sundays, but I'm special, right? But we're stuck in these old programs, and that's how most people do it, and that's normal. We're not normal. We're following our passions. We're breaking the old system down. We're questioning these rules and going like, why are we doing it that way? It sucks. Nobody's happy. Nobody likes this. We're doing the shadow work. And yes, sometimes we have relapses. Sometimes we step back over to here and we find ourselves doing this stuff because our ego gets the better of us and we get scared about it. Maybe I'm doing this wrong and maybe I should do it the way everybody says to do it because they're... But then we recover and we come back. And that's the work. That's the work. The work is not being perfect. The work is just waking up every day and being like, I'm going to be the best me that I can be. And that's number 3. Because it's scary to do that. And you, my friend, are overcoming fear and obstacles every day. every single day. Even on the days where you feel like the obstacle is a giant boulder that rolled right over your freaking foot and crushed it. Man, does that hurt. Or your body, right? Normal people want perfection. Normal people wish that they were fearless. Normal people wished that they could just do anything and be and have anything, right? And that's what they wish for, but then they don't do any of the hard work that we're doing to actually get it. But we are beginning to understand that overcoming fear doesn't mean being fearless. It means looking fear in the eye and doing it anyway. And that is called courage. We have courage. We're looking society right in the eye and going like, that's a stupid set of rules you got there, pal. I'm not doing it. I'm really afraid to not do it because you guys all seem to think it's the right way to go, and I'm pretty much all by myself over here. But I still have to listen to my heart, and I still have to listen to my higher self, because this voice in my head just won't shut the fuck up, and my heart won't beat right if I'm not doing it this way. So I gotta do it my way, and I'm gonna go down this dark path all by myself because I am the light. And that's courage. That takes courage. It's not fearlessness. It's, you'll still be afraid. My wife is coming home. We've timed this night poorly once again. As you can see, I'm not perfect. We timed this poorly. Everybody's walking in the door. The dog's going nuts. Oh my God, you're home! That's amazing! So, forgive the dog barking. But anyway, it's not... Most people want to be perfect. Most people look at themselves in comparison to other people, and I want to be better than them, and I want to be better than them, and I want to be better than them. And they feel like it's comparison and competition. But we are understanding that it's not that. It's, I just want to be the best version of me. It's not comparison. It's the best version of me. I don't want to be better than you. I want to be the best version of me. It's not competition. I don't need to crush anybody for me to be better. I just need to be authentic, and I will be the best. Because everybody else is playing the game of, I got to beat them, and I got to beat them, and I got to beat them. But we are playing the game of, I'm going to just be me. Because when you learn to be and love yourself completely, then nobody can beat you. Because nobody can beat you at being you. You're the only one. We are unique. We are unique spiritual beings on a human adventure, on a unique human adventure. Nobody is on your adventure but you. Nobody is the spiritual being that you are but you. You're it. So that is why you rock. I hope you agree. Let's see if you do. Maybe you don't. And Kelly says, I'm going to skip all the hellos. And Kelly says, hello. Well, except for this one. Hello, everyone, and Bobby. Your hair looks great. My hair does look great today. By the way, I worked really hard on it because my stuff hasn't arrived yet, and I was so afraid because I was using this other stuff that doesn't really work well. So I put a lot of extra other stuff in it so that it just stayed that way today. Instead, because I put it in, and then I was doing stuff around the house, and I went in the bathroom, and there was like not a single strand, but like a group of hairs that were just like hanging down to here that I didn't see. And I just said to everybody, I was like, was anyone going to tell me this? Like, what's going on here? My hair is very important to me. Donna, Kelly, I can't comment, but I can reply, so I'm sad and quiet. What do you mean you can't comment? I'm reading your comment. Feeling, and why are you saying that to Kelly? I don't get it. If you guys are replying to each other, I don't see it as replies. Your comments in Ecamm just show up as individual comments. I don't see the threads. Feeling like a butterfly tonight. Hello, Robin. Nice to see you. Kelly says, my dad died with a song still inside him. I think it was meant to be an example for me to not do that. But to sing out loud like a blue jay kind of screams. I see blue jays and hear them when the universe is reminding me to just sing my song all along the journey. That's great. That's fantastic. Now, here's the thing about that. Is like I said, is that if you feel that whether your dad did or did not, right? Your father, just like everybody else, is eternal. And by the way, the fact that I'm saying that normal people are this way and we're this way doesn't mean that we're awesome and they're not. Doesn't mean that we rock and they suck. It just means that we're doing the extra hard work and we're leading the way so that they can follow when they're ready to. But everybody is a unique spiritual being on a unique human adventure. Even the people who aren't in this group for reasons I can't comprehend. So including your dad. Just keep at it. Hi. Just keep at it, one step at a time. Each step is a level closer to our higher consciousness. Yeah, we're just one step at a time. And that's the journey. That's why I called this quantasy a quantum odyssey, not a quantum, here I am, I'm here and I'm perfect and I never need to fix another thing. That's not life. That's where we came from. That was boring, so we're like, let's go somewhere where we got to fix shit and got to work on things and got to figure things out, because here we just know everything. Let's make this a game. Let's make this fun. Let's make this interesting, right? You ever, that expression, right? Hey, you want to make this interesting? You want to put some money on it? I bet some of us have bets going on up there. Like, I'll bet you 50 space units, whatever the heck we have, right? But it doesn't matter who wins or not, because we have an abundance of everything. So I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know if that's true or not. It probably is. I'm going to win. Who's this? We have a Facebook user. Who is it? Michael Noble. Michael Noble. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you on Daily Fuel. If you get a chance to click, in the description of this post, there is a link to Ecamm, something or other. If you click on that, you can say, hey, yes, give permission to Ecamm to show Bobby your face. Otherwise, I can't see who it is. But hello, nice to see you. Or really not. Robin, I remember those days of hustling and grinding days, but had to do the ... pay the bills, pay the rent, get the groceries, etc., etc. But, all right, I'm going to skip on this for a minute. When I had to do the hustle things, pay the bill. Okay. Okay. You said the same thing twice. Okay, you remember those days. Okay, okay. Robin, yes, very icky. I give up, she says. What were you trying to say? I don't even know. I thought that was the build-up to the comment, and then it just stopped, and you said it twice. So I'm not really sure. My dogs are barking at your dog. Hello, Bobby's dog. Hello, Ray's dogs. Yeah, right, dogs do that. They got dog. Imagine people did that. Like, we heard somebody talking on the television or something like that. We're like, who is that? Just started screaming at it. That'd be funny. If people did what animals did, right? That's right. That is right. I'm sure whatever I said was absolutely on the nose, correct, and perfect. Thank you, Linus. Appreciate that. Here's Barbara. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Look at that beautiful red door. In the past, some have said, Barb, you gotta work. Nothing in life is free. I realized, is this my truth? When I started questioning, things changed for me, and I started doing things that bring me joy, such as creating. I question. Is that true? Who says I can't quit my job, stay at home, and create all day? Once I realized that I make the rules, my life changed. My wife and I, thank you, Barbara, for that. I'm gonna riff on that by talking about me. My wife and I, that's what we did. Everybody said, you can't do that. Not everybody, but there were people in my life who said when we were doing our thing that you can't do that. You can't do the way you're doing. And I remember specifically the boss that I had at the time said something to me. Laura and I were planning on getting married, and we wanted to buy a house. And I said something about it, just, and she and I didn't know anything about buying a house, didn't know anything that was involved, didn't know anything about anything. So that makes it easier, actually, when you don't know, because then you don't go into it with all the worries, because you don't know all the things that could go wrong. We were just like, let's buy a house, right? And that was it. And then and guess what? Spoiler alert, we bought a house. And I remember saying something to my boss, and I was just like, yeah, so we're looking at houses, we're going house hunting, or so. I just said something, and he looked at me like, you're buying a house? Like, you're like, there's no way you will ever do it. You can't do it. And I just remember, like, that was the catalyst, because that was the last job I ever had, was working for that man. And I quit that job, and Laura and I decided we're buying a house. A few years later, she quit her job, and we decided she was going to be a stay-at-home mom, and I was going to work from home on my own business, so the two of us would always be home. And it was just like, who does that? Who can do that? And to this day, sometimes I'll say, oh, we do that. People are like, how did you do that? And I was like, I don't know, we just freaking did it. We just set our minds to it and did it. It wasn't always easy. It didn't always seem like the best idea, but we did it, and we're glad that we did it. But that's just it. It's like the rules say you have to do it a certain way, but those rules were just made by other people who couldn't figure out another way, and one person made it work and said, hey, everybody, let's do it this way, it works. And so then everybody's trudging along trying to do that. Guess what? It doesn't work. How many people have a two-income family that still can't get by? Plenty of people. It doesn't work. You got to do it your way. If that way works for you, then those people make it work. But when you're trying it somebody else's way, it doesn't work. Robin. I'm imagining that I'm talking and Robin is at home just talking over me with her own comment. And you crack me up so much. Pay the rent. And we're just continuing that comment. But I also found a way to do some heart stuff as well. Not the best scenario, but I always try to make the best of a bad situation. Oh, Robin, you never are boring. You're the best. And do something to rock. Even though it was often difficult and not easy, the fact that I found some light in my day, it made all the difference. Yeah, that's awesome. Can you hear that? My dog is rolling around on the floor. That's awesome. We are Q. We are Q. You mean Q from Star Trek? I know who you're talking about. Q from Star Trek. If you don't know what Ray is referring to, Q was like an all-knowing, omniscient character. He was a dick, but he basically had the powers of God, and as what we would imagine God had the powers to do if God were like in a humanoid form, and also kind of a dick. That was Q. Finally, my words got my words out without a break again. Good, Rob. What's going on? Why are you constantly typing? And do you like hit return by accident? I'm not sure. Are you typing like this or are you typing like this? I need to know these things. I really wish my dog would stop rolling around on the floor. Bobby, I can only reply to other people's comments, so I'm using people to comment, LOL, so no boobs prize for me. Why can you only comment on other people's comments? And when you do comment on other people's comments, they show up on my screen like a regular comment. So go ahead and comment on other people's comments however you like. It will show up on my screen as your own comment. I don't care. I'll read it. It still shows up. I can see it. I don't know what that means. She will not stop rolling around. Crazy. It's a nut house. It's a nut. Yes, it's a game. Fun. Let's figure things out and do shit. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man. What was that in reference to? What did I say? I said that? I don't know what I said. But yeah, let's figure things out and do shit. This is a game. This is a game, right? That's why I say the amusement park thing. We're not at... This is not like, I've never said the example of, oh, we're in Source Energy Land, and it's like, I gotta go to work, and here I am on planet Earth. Oh my God, I gotta go to work. This sucks. I can't wait to get out of here. No, we came here, coming here was like going to the amusement park. And if you don't like amusement parks, it's like going to the movies, or going to the camping, or going something that you like to do. I just used amusement parks as an example, because most people like them. Maybe you don't. But that's it. Kelly says, I am about to quit my job. Cool. Life circumstances are pushing me into believing in my dreams. So I am in the birth canal of surrender into trust. Head first into a new life. And it is terrifying and liberating all at once. Man, you said the magic phrase in there. Surrender into trust. That's a really hard one to do. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice, I guess. I don't know. Surrender into trust. Surrender into trust. If you're going to do that, you have to do it. Like you have to step. Remember the thing I said this a couple days ago. There's other people's lane, and then there's your lane. And a lot of times what we do is we got a foot in each lane, and we're trying to get down the path in each lane. But our lane, in order to go down our lane, requires 100% commitment to it. It absolutely does, because the second we start going, maybe I should be in that lane again, that's when the turmoil comes into play, and that's when we really feel like we made the wrong decision, because and so putting your feet in your own lane and staying there can become difficult, because it requires surrendering and trust, faith. It requires faith, because the first day probably nothing's going to happen, and the second day probably nothing's going to happen, and then after a few days of nothing's happening, that's when your ego starts to go like, man, you're an idiot. You did the wrong thing, right? The ego always rings twice. First, the ego doesn't want you to do it. Then, once you do it, the ego's like, that was stupid. Shouldn't have done it. I told you not to do it. And now the second ring is hard, because you got physical 3D evidence coming at you. The job is gone. The bills are still coming in. And I'm not getting anything going yet, So it's that's why people are always like, oh, well, build your business on the side, and then when you've got enough income coming in from that, then you can quit your job. And it's like, yeah, that's great. That's for people who don't understand what we're talking about. But sometimes we forget what we are talking about. And the times that we forget what we are talking about is the times where we take that big leap and we are standing in that new spot and we don't yet see the evidence of it around us in our 3D world. And we go, fuck! What did I do? And we go running back to the old way, because can I have my job back? Can I do websites for you? You know what I mean? I can't tell you how many times I've gone running back to doing websites for people because I didn't stand in trust long enough. You rock, though. You can do it. Oh, the other reason that it's hard is because if you have other people in the world that you know and talk to ever, they're going to say what they think about it. Why would you do that? Oh my God. And then if you're not strong enough and you're surrendering into trust, their bullshit paradigm head trash that they think they're giving you, like even me, maybe my advice is wrong to you. Maybe that's my head trash on you, Kelly, right? And maybe you're very steady in your lane. You're not going to go back into that lane. Maybe that's just something I do. Don't let other people's crap interfere with you and your vibe, including me. Don't let my crap interfere with you and your vibe. I just use my crap as an example of general crap. That doesn't mean my crap is your crap. Crap. You're awesome. Thanks. You are in the birth canal to love this. Oh, you're talking about Kelly. Well, then I'm not going to read your comment. Donna, you can... No, I'm kidding, Barbara. I guess you were talking to Kelly. Kelly's awesome. Kelly, you're awesome. You are in the birth canal. I love this. I recently quit part of my job to do more of what I love. It was scary, though it's been a year in the making. Yeah. And I'm in it too, by the way. I still have clients. I still have, I was on the phone with a client today talking about some website thing, but it's gone from being 100% of my day down to 50%, down to very little percent of my, most days I don't even think about it anymore. This is what I'm doing now, and I'm building this, and I'm building this, and I'm building this. Donna, you can still booby. Yes, you can. Kirsten, I can't be that fast. Sure you can. Alyssa, hi. I quit my job to do my business full time. Wow, this is going around. Kirsten and Kelly and Alyssa and Barbara, good for you guys. It's liberating and scary all at the same time, but exciting. I get to do what I want every day, not building someone else's dream with a 9-to-5 job. That's it, right? I mean, what is a job? You're working, you're trading your life, your dreams, your passion for dollars so that you could build somebody else's thing. Now, by the way, sometimes a job is necessary. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur or a business owner. That's not always the path. Sometimes a job is fine. I want to be maybe like a doctor or something doesn't want their own office but wants to be a surgeon. Well, you know, you're not going to open like Joe's Surgery and come on in and here, let me fix that for you. No, it doesn't work that way. You do it at a hospital. So, you know, that's just one example. Joe's Surgery. That's where I would go. I've never met a group of people moving in the same direction, and it's friggin' amazing. We are not walking a dark path alone. I see you all on your lighted paths next to me. I see your light too. We can follow each other's light when we need a guide. Oh, I really like that, Kirsten. You know what? We're going to add that to the thing. That's now part of the paradigm, right? We're walking down that dark path, and yes, we are the light. I am the light. Yeah. Right? But if I look over there, I can see your light. And if I look over there, I can see your light. And I can see everybody's now. And the more we're brightening, and the more we're lighting, and the more we're moving, because we're all moving in that direction, the light just shines, and it gets brighter and brighter for everyone. Hashtag your crap is my crap. That's funny. Boy, for somebody who can't comment, Donna, although I didn't know it at the time, I was lucky I was forced to leave the workforce because of my mental health. I'm so happy that it happened. See, there are so many things that happen in life where you just like think it's the end of the world. It's the worst thing in the world. And then when you look back in hindsight, you realize, wow, if that didn't happen, then this wouldn't happen and this wouldn't happen and I wouldn't be here, you know? So sometimes it's messy, you know, and but that's what life is. It's messy. And just because that's what I meant when I said in the post today that you're exactly where you plan to be. That, you know, even if where you are right now is messy and annoying and feels like crap, it's not always going to feel like crap. Next month or next year or next decade, you're going to look back on it and be like, wow, I went through that thing and on the other side was this. But I would have never found this if I hadn't gone through that. Anybody want a dog? I love my dog, but I don't love my dog when she's walking on my head and rolling around on the floor, like literally above my head, like 2 feet above my head. There she goes again. Anyway, that was the last comment. So Donna, you are in lead for the booby prize as of right this moment, for somebody who can't comment. And let me see. That's it. That's it. Okay. I guess we're done. Oh, 33 minutes. Look at that. Oh, I like that. 33 minutes even. Let's end it then. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And remember, as always, you rock. You really, really do. And Donna, you get the booby prize. Okay, let's go. Bye.